Now let's discuss about the if statement here. So basically, first of all, we need to begin with the if and main. That's an initial process. So now what exactly happens is now you need to choose second. Okay. So now I'm gonna take a number which is known as let z is equals to I'm gonna consider z as 20, and then now let's execute the if statement here. So if let's consider the same thing, z is actually less than less than 40. If the z is less than 40, then what exactly happens? It's again mention the same. Yeah, then let's. So after everything is fine, if you run it, let's try to run and let's wait and watch whether what sort of output are we gonna get. So now we got the value which is known as the number is less than 40. So why we got this value? Because here we had given that z is equals to 20, and here we had used the if statement, and we had mentioned that if the value z is less than 40, then only print this statement, or else you should not print. So that's the thing. So now let's change it into another way. Let's change it into another symbol actually. So if you try to execute now you won't get any output. So here you didn't got any output actually. So it's why because of see the value of z is really greater than 40. Is it really greater than 40? No, it's not really greater than 40. It's actually 20. So 20 is something which is less than the 40. So that's the reason the below statement is not at all getting printed. So that's how it works. And then when it comes to these sort of situations, what you need to do, you can use another sort of statements like else and else if. Now let's look at all these kind of statements, and now let's perform of that particular else and else if. Okay, before going to that, I'll also explain you another sort of thing. Instead of giving the greater lesser, you can also give another symbol which is known as is equals to. So yeah, for that specific purpose, what you need to do is you need to mention two equals to symbols, and now if you run it, you'll not get any output. So here you didn't got any output, right? So that's how it is. And then let's do another sort of things. Instead of giving 40, let's give 20 here. So if you run it again, you will get an output which is known as number is less than 40. So here you got an output which is known as number is less than 40. So that's how it works, and that's about the if yeah, the if statement here. And now let's look at another sort of statement which are known as else, if, and else. So basically, now let's look at the else statement. Let's change it into 21. If you run it, you won't get any output here. So here you didn't got any output, right? So at that situation, you can able to use the else if, and you can able to perform the things which you wanted to perform. If you observe here, you can able to find one thing. So instead of giving circuit brackets, I just mentioned the flower brackets, even though it's working. So it'll work. Now let's try to remove the okay. No need of removing. You can simply perform. Up to now everything is fine, right? So now let's perform another sort of things here. So let's mention else here. Let's open the flower bracket. Here let's use a print statement. So that's it. It's completed actually. If you try to run it, try to run it. Okay, whenever you mention the circle brackets, you need to use this. So, if you run it actually, you get an output which is known as it is. Okay, just a second. Oh, let's even replace it here. So see, basically, what exactly happened is previously we had you okay. Actually, we had mentioned. So yeah. So now you will get a proper output which is known as it is 20, not 21. So that's how the else statement is used, and with the help of using the else statement, you can able to print in this particular format. And I'd like to say one thing for you people: instead of using the circle brackets, and you can also use it bracket. So now let's try to remove this curve brackets here, and let's mention the circle brackets itself. So now if you run it, it will work in this way, or else you can also use a curve brackets, whatever it may be. So that's about the if statement, and now let's look another statement which is known as else if. So basically, let's consider the else if here itself. Else if let's consider z. Um, let's change it into another sort of things. Okay, it's actually enough. Let's get these actually. So up to everything's fine. Everything's fine, right? So if you try to execute it, what do you think that what sort of output are we gonna get? We're gonna get output which is known as it's less than 20. Yeah. So we may get or else it may get in that way. Okay. Now let's try to run it and let's read in watch whether what sort of output are we gonna get. So here we got an output which is known as it's less than 20. So it may be 20, or I mean it's less than 22, so it may be 20 or else 21. So those are the values which we are getting. So as in that way, the else if is also really used. So when it comes to the else if, not only greater than less than symbols, we can also use is equals to symbols here. If you try to run it, what exactly happens? That the values which had been in else will get printed here. Yeah, it is 20, not 21. So that's the thing. If you had mentioned if you had mentioned 20 here, what exactly happens? The values you had given in the else will get printed. So now if you run it up, it's less than 22, so it may be 20 or else 21. So that's the thing which we are going to get right now. So as in that way, so that's something. So that's something which is really about the if, else if, and else. So these three statements are used in this particular way. So that's about the if and else, if and else. That's the thing. That's it.